It's Resin Day! Okay, so bear with me. I have some molds that I don't know I don't remember what they are. And I know there should be at least one or two, um, yeah, at least one or two Valentine's Day, um, molds in here. But because I'm not sure, I have to do all of them. And it's four. So I'm going to do those and label the bottom of the mold so I'll know which ones are Valentine's Day and which ones aren't. I think one is a Christmas one, but I'm not sure. I need to get this done before my Shein order, well, my two Shein orders come in that is strictly Valentine's Day. Um, and we do have, well, by the time you see this video, you would have seen the new subscription box. So we have to start working on that too. So you guys can place your orders for Valentine's Day. All right, so give me a moment. Let me get set up and I'll be back. Okay, so I have my mask on and these are the four molds that I have to do. And let's see. Let's see if we can see. I don't know. Okay, looking at this, it says something in the bottom. I don't know what it says. I can't. Happy. Okay, this is a Halloween one. So, I mean, we can still make it. I mean, why not? I'm going to do all of them in a white. So that way I can at least color it in with my Let's Resin markers. If I'm looking in, this kind of looks like it could be Christmas, but again, I'm not 100% sure. I can tell by the shape of this is a gnome. Okay, this is a Valentine's Day one. I can see the bow and arrow. So, yay. And the funny, I want to know how accurate I am in the guessing as well. And I think if I knew where I got some of these from, it would be easier to check. But, okay. These two are the Valentine's Day one. This is a bear holding a heart, I believe it is. If I'm not mistaken on what I purchased, that's what that is. So we're going to sit these over here while we mix up our resin. Now, this will be the first time I use my Resiner's resin. You'll remember back in October, November, I hauled these. Oh, the bottles are dusty. Hey. Okay, so this is a 1-to-1 ratio. So let me, I'm going to do, okay, the most I could get in these cups is 8. So I'll do 4 and 4. No, let's do 3.5 and 3.5. And that way I'll still have room to mix. You know what I mean? All right, so let's get it cracking. Okay, so we are starting with the first one. And I will be using my bubble remover. I think I'm going to go ahead and get a pressure chamber or something. Mm-hmm. I just realized I forgot to get my wipes. So after I finish this, I'll go ahead and get that. Okay, we have that taken care of. I have my wipe. So now let's pour. Someone's calling. Yeah, he can wait. Okay, I have A and B in the same cup. It is rather high. Remember, you're going to stir this for 3 to 5 minutes or until the swirlies are gone. You want to constantly get your sidewalls, and then periodically you want to clear off your stirring utensil to make sure you don't have anything on there that's not being missed in the mixing process. I'm not going to make you watch the whole time, so I'll be back once everything is mixed, and then we'll separate it and put it in the bubble remover. Okay, so I have separated them for the the bubble remover. But before I do that, I want to add my color before I put it in the bubble remover. So I'm going to use Mateo's white. And remember, when you're using pigment paste, you want to make sure you mix it before adding it to any resin. This will ensure that everything is incorporated properly. And make sure you don't have any, in that process, you want to make sure that it doesn't interfere with any of the curing aspects of your piece, because something isn't mixed properly. Another thing to look for outside of the swirlies are like cloudy spots. Cloudy spots mean something isn't thoroughly mixed. Oh, until I do the other one, I'll hold off on adding it to that one. Okay, I still have pigment paste on this, so now I'm just going to go in here and try to use that. And now I can press it against the wall, try to release some of that in here before wiping. Give me a moment. Okay, so now I'm going to put it in my bubble remover and remove the bubbles. So see you in a bit. Okay, so I have the gnome and what I believe to be the bear. I'm going to do those two first because I know I don't have enough to do all four. And you all know I do have a cutoff time for when I do resin. And we are approaching that. So let's start with the gnome. It's a little warm too, you guys. So I'm gonna pour about halfway. I want to make sure I get that top of his hat, any bubbles that may be in there or in his back. Then I'm going to coat the rest of it. As best I can without spilling. Before pouring the rest. And before I completely pour it all, I want to move this over more. And I am going to find, because this is leaning. Okay, so let's see how much we actually have left in here. Okay, so we have 1 ounce left and I had 3.5 in here. So this mold takes 2.5 in order to complete it. Make a mental note of that. Set that to the side. I will have to find something to stabilize this, but for now, we're going to move over to the bear. Again, we are going to pour halfway up. Squeeze the bottoms. And no, I don't typically use alcohol because I do know that it can dry out your molds. But occasionally you will see me using it in a mold or two. I probably could have used it in these because they are new molds. So they got a little life in them. More than the ones that I have been using for a while. I'm more of a lighter person to pop my bubbles. So let's go ahead and pour the rest of this. And you do want to typically go slow, but I'm kind of impatient. I'm going to let this sit for like 20 minutes before I cut the curing machine on, because this is the bottom to my curing machine, in case you did not know. Okay, so let's see how much. And it's starting to get gooey. So yeah, roughly the same. Who knew? Okay, so which means I'm about to play. Hold on. Because we always have something on the side, right? I have this mold. Do I want to add color? You know what? I do. But hold on, because I've never used this color. And this is New Peach by Rolio that I'm going to use. I'm going to do 2.5 scoops. And get this pigment paste moving. And the alcohol. So this way, when I put it in the butterfly mold, I don't have to worry about unmixed mica powders. And now I'm over here making a mess myself. I'm going to be peachy. Okay, so let's I have to work quickly because it is getting warmer, or should I say hotter, and it's thickening up. Okay, so I have everything out. I don't know what happened because this isn't filled anymore. It's at an angle, but whatever. We'll manage. So let's start with this one. I do see some bubbles already. But like I said, this was already thickening, so I'm not too mad. And this is my first time using this mold, so we'll improve. We'll improve. But I do like this color. Okay, so what I did do, I did use the rest of it here, but it didn't fill it. So the next time I have extra resin, it'll go in there. And I do see bubbles on the side, but it's okay. I'll manage. So it's a lot of firsts. So it's the first time using these molds. This is the first time me using the Resiner's resin. So yeah. First. So my I believe it's like 3 hours that the curing machine goes. So I had my daughter cut it off before the 3 hours though, because I was going to take a nap. So it missed a portion of the arrow here. There's a slight bubble here. Some micro bubbles there. But that's it so far. So that's, I'm not sure if that's a bubble. Yeah, that's a bubble there. But it says love up here. Oh, it's a bubble there. We're going to get better at this. Okay. And I do have to file the edge. So that was the one Valentine's Day. Let me fix my mold. Now let's go with this one. Woo! Oh, I like it. And I don't see any bubbles. I'm not sure if that's a bubble or if that's just the ear, because it's kind of right there too. And I'll have to clean up the bottom. Now, how are we going to decorate these? Ooh. So I think in the future I will use pigment powder in the mold before, because this is a lot of crevices, and that'll mess up my my acrylic brushes if I do all of those nooks and crannies, I'm thinking. But we'll see how it works if I brush on some maybe and then spray seal it. I don't know, maybe we'll just have a white bear this time, and or I could just color color the resin before pouring. As you can see, I do have some overflow here that I'll have to get rid of. And yeah, so let me get some things together and I'll be back. I hope you like this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Click on that post notification so you'll be notified of any and all videos. Keep your imagination bright. See you in the next video. What's next?